HTML styles. The HTML style attribute is used to add styles to an element, such as color, font, size, and more. And here we have, for example, we're gonna try this example that they give us. So you have 4 paragraphs. I'm just gonna copy it, and I'm gonna go to Visual Studio Code. This is the example that we saw in the previous video, but if you don't have it, you just type in shift exclamation mark and just press enter. Okay, and then inside of the body we're gonna paste these 4 paragraphs. So we're gonna save it, and now we're gonna go to our HTML file. Mine is named test.html. You can name it whatever you want. Right click, and then we're gonna open it with live server. So I am normal, I am red, I am blue, I am big. So that is those 4 paragraphs that we have here and the example. So yeah, we have this normal example as a paragraph. I am normal. Now if you wanna add colors, for example, I am red, so the text is red. You have the paragraph, but this time you're using the style attribute. So style =, inside double quotes, color, colon, and then the red. And you don't need to use semicolon at the end if you want, so I can take it off, for example. Let me see, save it, and it works fine. So yeah, if you want the text to be blue, you do the same. Inside of the paragraph you type in the attribute style =, the color, colon, and it's gonna be blue. And if you mouse over it, you can just grab any of those numbers, so it's gonna be a different color. So let's go from, I don't know, this one. So this time the number is gonna be the 24 100. Wow, I am blue. So that's not really blue, it's kind of like a, well, dark blue if you want. But also you can put, you just mouse over it, and let's say something kind of like I don't know the color, this one, the 156 to 3725. We save it, and now the color is gonna be kind of like I don't know, entre green and yellow. So that is that. And now in the final we have a paragraph, we have the style attribute, and now we have the font size, and we have a 50 pixel. That is the reason you see it kind of like a big, but if we put 10 pixel or just 5 pixel, it's gonna be small. I put a 5 pixel. Oh man, it's really small. So let's go back to 50 pixels. Okay, so that's how you do that. Let me see inside of the body. Okay, that is that. The HTML style attribute. Setting the style of an HTML element can be done with the style attribute. The HTML style attribute has the following syntax, and here we have inside angle brackets we have the tag name, style is assigned the property colon value. So the property is a CSS property, the value is a CSS value. Now we have the background color. The CSS background color property defines the background color for an HTML element. And we're gonna grab this example, and this is gonna be in the body. So let's just delete this part here, and we're gonna paste it here. So we have the body, and inside of the body we have a style, and the style is gonna be inside double quotes background color, and it's gonna be this color powder blue. So we save it, and this is what we're gonna get. The background has this powder blue, and inside of the body we have an h1 and a paragraph. The h1 has a content of, this is a heading, and the paragraph, this is a paragraph. So this is what we see over here, and you can change it. For example, like you don't need a semicolon at the end. Color, and you can choose any of these colors. Let's say, I don't know, blue, violet. Let's see what happens. And the color of the background is changing. You can mouse over it, and you can use a, I don't know, darker one. For example, let's just go 82, 40, and 122. So we save it, and it's gonna be kind of like a violet dark. So that is that. Okay, so now we have this example, set background color for two different elements. So now the body is not gonna have a color, so I'm gonna just take out the style for the body. So I save it, so it has to be white now. Okay, so this page is white, but now the element, these two elements, the heading 1 and the paragraph, are gonna change. So we're gonna put this, we're gonna put this style here. So now the H1 has a style, background color is gonna be powder blue, and the paragraph style is gonna have a background color of tomato. So when we save it, the heading 1 has a powder blue color, and the paragraph has a color of tomato. So this is the style, background color, and then here is where you put your content. So that is that. The text color, the CSS color property defines the text color for an HTML element. So again, we can grab this example, we can go to our HTML file, and now we have H1 style color, and this time it's not a background color, it's just a color, so which means it's gonna be the text only. So as you can see, is the text only. This is a heading, this is a paragraph, and you do the text only with just inside double quotes color, colon, and then the color that you want. The same goes for the paragraph. We have the paragraph style is assigned to double quotes, color, colon, and then the color that you want. And then the text, this is a paragraph and this is a heading. So that is the basic information here. The fonts. The CSS font family property defines the font to be used for an HTML element. Example. It's pretty much the same, but this time we're going to use the font family. So H1, we have the style is equal, and then inside double quotes we're gonna use font hyphen family colon. This time they're using Verdana, and that is gonna be for the H1. For the paragraph, we're gonna have the style is assigned to inside double quotes font hyphen family, and this time they're using Courier. So the font is gonna change now. As you can see, this is a heading and this is a paragraph. This is using the font, what is the name of this font? Verdana. And the second one, the paragraph, is using Courier, the font Courier. So that is that. That is just, as you can see, is for the font. Now the text size. The CSS font size property defines the text size for an HTML element. Example. So we have again the paragraph, the heading 1 and the paragraph. We're gonna save it, and again we use the style attribute. The font size is gonna be 300 for the heading 1, and now the paragraph is gonna have a style attribute, and the font size is gonna be 160%. So let's see what happens. So we have the content for the heading 1 is gonna be this is a heading, and the content for the paragraph is gonna be this is a paragraph. So we go to our website, and as you can see, the heading is bigger since we have 300%. Let's put it at 160, so they are both at the same level, and as you can see, they are about the same size. So that is that for that example. I don't know, let's make it 500 each. Let's make it 500 each. Okay, we save it. And yeah, this is really big, so yeah, let's make it to 160, and this one it was I guess 300, so that is that. Okay, so now we're gonna go for text alignment. The CSS text align property defines the horizontal text alignment for an HTML element. So right now, as we can see in our website, the heading is to the left and also the paragraph is to the left, so we're gonna change that. We're gonna use the style, and inside of the style we're gonna pass in the text align calling center. And now that is for the H1, for the heading 1. Now for the paragraph, we're gonna have the style attribute, and inside of the double quotes we're gonna have text hyphen and align calling, and again it's gonna be center. So as you can see, the heading 1 is center and the paragraph is also center, and that's how you do it here. So yeah, and we have the chapter summary. Use the style attribute for styling HTML elements. Use background color for background color. Use color for the text colors. Use font family for text fonts. Use font size for text sizes. And finally, we use the text align for text alignment.